Okay. And I'm live, alright! That took a little longer than usual, but it ended up working out. Okay. Robert, hey! What's up, Robert? It's OC week, man. That's better. It's good to be back on YouTube. How about Scarlet? Alright, man, send me the link. Zeno, what's up, man? It's OC week. Send me your link for whichever OC you'd like me to draw for you. You can always send me some male OCs and I can gender bend, and it doesn't have to be an OC either. I just say it's OC week because I'm willing to take OCs. So if you basically mention that you'd want a Pokemon champion Chatelaine, and then let's say Robert gives me an OC, I'm just gonna make his OC like a Pokemon Battle Chatelaine. Or I could do a male character. But I know Robert wants me to draw a Scarlet, so we'll see. Here we go. Awesome. All right. There we go. Let's just. Oh. Did I mess this up? No, we're still good. So if there's anybody else that has any OCs that they'd like me to add in here. Alright. So how are we gonna do this? I should redraw it later. I drew it in a hurry then. Well, I think it's actually a pretty funny picture. It looks good. That's weird. Why would it replay this song when it's on random? I mean, you should only be playing songs once, but whatever. Speaking of Terry Bogard is dropping in Smash tomorrow. Oh man, I used to love I like playing Smash, but these days I don't really play games that are PvP. I'm all about PvE games. Oh wow, my computer's really not working anymore. I've been having tons of latency issues. Like I'll draw things and then it doesn't show up till way after I draw it. That happened with my older Mac after years of having my older Mac. This is happening now with my new supercomputer, so I'm definitely going to need to do something about this. I don't understand why it's working so improperly. Okay, this isn't working. Oh my gosh, that was so terrible. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to draw. Like, I've been having this problem, like, all week with my working on my comic, and I've been kind of tolerating it, but while I'm live streaming, it's, like, even worse. Like, every time I draw a line, it doesn't show up till way later. So I'm having a really hard time right now. No, I have to do my live stream today. This is terrible. I'm going to have a lot of trouble. I want to draw something really dynamic, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to have to get my friend to come take a look at my computer. He's like a computer analyst of sorts. Help me build my computer, and hopefully he can help me fix it. Oh my goodness. Like I'm erasing things and it's not erasing. I don't understand. Like, I have a really good computer. It cost me a lot of money. This is really disappointing. Okay. Let's fix up the face a bit because I don't like how I sketched this out. Let's make it a little smaller. Let's get rid of this line here. Man, this lag. I can't draw like this. It's so hard. Uh, every time I draw a line, it just doesn't show up. It takes like a few seconds to show up. So sketching is impossible. I don't know what to do. Man, no way. Oh my god. I'm sorry I'm complaining so much in this stream. This is just I can't do this. Oh man, like I'm really like trying to draw these lines and they're just not showing up until like seconds later, so I end up realizing I made the wrong line and then I try to erase it and it takes so much time before it gets erased. I can't believe it. I can't believe I spent so much money on a computer that this shouldn't be happening now. Hasn't even been a year yet. Okay, that donut works, but I'm gonna have to redraw it completely. So this drawing is just gonna be a lot more sketchy than all my other ones that I've done for the live streaming. I'm sorry. I had a problem with unresponsive hardware too. My Apple Pencil started acting funny, then I found out that the tip was slightly unscrewed. Oh, that sucks. I'm using a Wacom tablet, so my problem is definitely, it's definitely a problem with my computer. Like it's not, this one's not a problem with my tablet. My tablet's plugged in and everything's working fine. I mean, what I'm going to do after this live stream is I'm actually going to turn everything off. I'm going to check for updates for everything. And, I don't know. I'll update everything. I'll unplug my tablet. Maybe that might help. Like, I'm going to go through all the possible things to try and fix this issue. Because when I was working on my comic, like I was saying, like I've been doing it a lot lately, and I've been having so much problems on the page I'm working on now, and even a little bit on my other page. But I thought on the other page, like my previous page that I was working on, like I had been working on it for so long, and it was like a big page. So I figured, okay, well this is like 800 megabytes, so maybe that's why it's having trouble. But that's definitely not the case. And plus, 800 megabytes shouldn't be anything at all to a computer like this. Oh my god, I can't see what I'm doing. It's almost like drawing with like a blindfold on. And then taking the blindfold off and you've realized that you've made tons of mistakes, and every time you have to go back and fix them, your blindfold goes back over. can tell that she's got like one of those ninja kind of meshes underneath that. So I'm gonna add that around her actual clothing and her design in but a moment. Alright, so this looks pretty good for my base. Oh, I'm gonna have such a hard time sketching on top of this. Maybe I'll just keep trying to clean this one up. Normally I like to do my inking on top, but because I'm having so many problems with my computer right now, I'm not gonna do that. Oh man. Please stop. Alright, I'm not gonna cut this off cold turkey for her hand. Let's oh, I can't even see what I'm doing right now. Seems like his hand is like feels like an old-fashioned kind of metal hand, so I'm gonna try and go with that. She looks cute. Thank you. I haven't had a hard time drawing a sketch in a long time. Toroid was offered an artificial hand which was near identical to a human one, but he opted for a clunky prototype since it was much more durable. Yeah, I do that too. Like if I ever lost my hand and I could replace it with a robot hand, I'd probably take like a super cool one that could punch through walls. Unless I couldn't draw anymore and I need to have a fancy one in order to keep drawing. I don't know why, but whenever I imagine losing my hand, I always picture being my left hand, where I don't draw with it. Oh man, I don't even see my eraser. Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh, it disappeared again. I'm going where I think I'm going. Like the the prototype was surprisingly fluid despite appearances. You can just wear a rubber glove over it. Oh, that's good. Do your characters live in like a post, like a in like a? Well, I mean, in what year do they live? Is it in the future or is it in the now? It's just that they have access to like future technology or alien technology. 2019, but with differences. It's mostly the same with a stable society. It was originally a lot crazier. Australia, for example, was a blocky Minecraft world. Toroid was a Minecraft character until I axed the crazy plot. Last night I rewatched the movie Johnny Mnemonic. And when I was younger, I remember thinking that movie was the coolest movie. But upon rewatching that film, it is not the coolest movie. But it's still funny. It was really fun to watch a movie like that. You could see that as the kind of like movie where there's a bunch of things that would have inspired other movies. It's definitely a leading role for Keanu Reeves to get him then transferred over to working on something like The Matrix. Yeah, this drawing's gonna be super sketchy. Really not as polished as some of my other ones. But I don't have a choice because I'm not able to draw properly here. I'm really sorry about that, everybody. It really grinds my gears when I can't do things to a professional extent. And I knew I was having this problem before the stream, but it wasn't this bad. It's just now I guess that I have other programs running, it's just like, I give up, Eric. See ya. Have a good day. Just telling my wife to have a good day. She's going to go do a bunch of stuff. Errands and so such. On his off time, Toroid is a Wovian. I do not know what a Wovian is. Donut. You've been pretty quiet, Robert. How about you? I'm always drawing pictures of Scarlet. Does she have like a huge background? Like, have you ever created a whole story or a comic or anything about her? No, I'm not gonna put food around her mouth like this. fan of Doctor Who. I am a fan of Doctor. Oh, okay. I've actually seen a lot of Doctor Who, but only like the original Doctor Who. I haven't watched a lot of the newer ones. Love it. Thanks, Robert. Now tell us a little bit about Scarlet. I'm always drawing this character. You seem to have like 3 characters that you're always getting me to draw, and I don't know about any of them. You don't want to tell us anything about your character? Fine, you don't have to. There's also the other C of mine, Cressy, who's pretty much a very basic blonde Scottish scientist with a t-shirt and jeans. Granted, since she's the most normal of the group. T-shirt and jeans. Only normies wear stuff like that. This damn lag. It's depressing because I have a lot of my comic book to work on, so I really hope I can fix it up and I don't need my friend to come over and help me fix this. Because that would be a nightmare. Her boyfriend is a psychic movie buff who adopted a human bird hybrid, and his university friend has a robot arm and is pretty much an earthbender. Man, you and your wild, crazy stories. Do you ever like? Is it a book that you're writing, Zeno, or do you actually have like a comic book that you're working on? It's a mixed bag of. Wait, hold on. She's also the foster mother of an android who wanted to go into showbiz. It was a plan for a video game, then it went to an animated show. Well, have you been working on actual animations for it? Oh, I just realized I'm not using black. It's funny that I don't necessarily notice these things. It's because when I work on my comic, I never use black for my characters. Line art, specifically. Oh, I gotta move my whole thing here. You're in the first few weeks on an animated course. Yeah, animation's a lot of work. A lot of work. Got too ambitious for a plan, and I ended up with a 300 gigabyte trailer full of broken clips, which wasn't even 25% of what I'd planned. Yeah, man, you're not the first to have that issue, especially when it comes to things like animation. Everybody wants to even like my comic. Like I remember when I first started working on my comic, I had actual comic professionals telling me, "Don't do that. That's a stupid idea," and do something that's a lot simpler and easy for you to write and get through. Like if you do like this grandiose super idea, you're never gonna get it done in your life. And I worked on my grandiose super idea. Anyway, and I've got 10 years left to work on it. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of work. So, I mean, if you're gonna do it, you have to be disciplined, and most people aren't disciplined enough to be able to pull it off. Ten years. What happens in 2029? I'll be finished my comic book. Which I'm so excited about. It's in so much time from now, but I'll be finished it, and I'm really, really excited to finally finish it. That's gonna be so awesome. Maybe I can finish it, the one issue or a series. Oh, it'll be the whole series will be finished. I've finished most of my comic. I have it. Well, I mean, I finished. This is the first 5 years right here. So it's like I've got a whole 5 years of my comic because I come out with one issue every year. So my whole story is going to be 15 issues. And I'm excited to get it done. Just 10 more years. But yeah, there's potential that it can go faster. It's just, I need it to be my full-time job. And it isn't, unfortunately. So I'd really try to, I really hoped that Patreon would help me, but it doesn't. So I don't know what to do, really. I work part-time at, like, a video game store, like 15 to 20 hours a week. And the rest of my time, I spend it working on my comic book, like, day in and day out. Like, it's really intense, the amount of work I put into my comic book. There, I think we're pretty much done, y'all. Gave her a really long body. That's okay. Oh, she needs a tail. Alright, let's add that tail. Nice work. Thanks. Let's make the tail come out like this. I want it going behind her like that. Let's do something like this. So this turned out alright considering I was having, well, I'm still having tons of trouble drawing it. we go. Let's just put a thicker line around this donut. There we go. And now to save. Or, sorry. Put in my signature. And then I'll save. So next week, I'm going to be doing my live streaming for sure. We should definitely do something, if I forget, because I have a terrible memory, but we should do something Pokemon oriented, and maybe we'll do a mashup of Pokemon and Star Wars to, you know, promote the new Pokemon and Star Wars game coming out those days. There's also the game Jumanji coming out that day, but I'm not going to draw something from that. Maybe if it was classic Jumanji. Alright, so here we have a fusion of Toroid and Scarlet, 2 OCs. Let's see here. Thus ends my live streaming session for today. Yet the real challenge begins. Listening to my 2-minute long advertisement on me, myself, and I? All links mentioned will be in the link. Oh, all links mentioned will be in the description below this video. Sorry. My brain just stopped working. At a young age, I realized that sleep was for suckers, and I could get it way more done by avoiding it altogether. How many of you feel like that? Now that I'm older, all I want to do is sleep. It's like I never find time for sleep. It's driving, it's, you know, like, little sleep drives most people crazy. And with your epic support of $3 a month, that's less than a bag of chips. Like, a whole month goes by. Don't get yourself that bag of chips because it's not healthy for you and you shouldn't be having it. Instead, give me $3 so that I can put it towards the making of my own future comic book. So, I would super appreciate that. The more people that follow me and the more people that support me on Patreon, the more I'm able to put that money and help fund my comic book, which is, you know, I do everything. I write it, I publish it, I do all the illustrations, I do everything. I even have to deal with the print shop and I put in the text. It's a lot of work. It takes me about a year to come out with one 20-page issue, and I still have 10 years left to finish the rest of my comic. I've already finished 5, and I'm like less than halfway through my my 6th issue. So in any case, if you'd like to support me at Patreon, you can see all of that on my Patreon link. You also get access to all the sketches I do every single month, which is always super fun. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. See, another thing that really helps support me and everything like that, and I guess it's not really a secret, is supporting me on YouTube. Like, click that subscribe button. You don't even, like, I mean, you just tune in for a second and be like, oh, that's cool drawing, or you could always throw in an idea that you might have for a sketch and I'll just add it into the illustration I'm drawing. I mean, mashups are super fun, and I do them all the time, and I love doing them, so it's cool. And, I guess that's pretty much it. Oh, one more thing, you know who else is important to the rise of my future empire? And did I say empire? I meant fun, friendly, magical friends of the fun future. Well, it's you. Do you like sketching or drawing? What about making awesome costumes or cosplays? Well, you do some fan-related stuff to my comic Blythe, and I'll assure you a seat in my future galactic foothold, as well as advertising your fan stuff on all my social medias. Did I say galactic foothold? I meant Friend Fun's Infinity Team. Well, I have to go now, but don't forget that you deserve to have an awesome rest of your day. So I kind of like butchered my whole end theming today. I went all over the place with it, but I just had so many things I was like just sidetracking, and I can't see it super well because there's very little light in here at the moment. Out of light, computer's not running. What's going on? This whole entire stream was all over the place. In any case, take care, and I'll be seeing you.